My great people of Biafra, welcome to this wonderful interaction section. Before we proceed, I want us to hear a prayer from our leader before we proceed to this program.
Good evening and good night to some of you. This is a very special broadcast, and of course, and I will pray in the language of heaven, because Chukwukika Biama is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations and the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ije na Chukwukika Biama banye nefe wena aja ha nso ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ekpede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro, iwe enye anyị ndụ ala nke dị n'uwere n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọ gbadoro aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezu oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe na Chineke na ihe ikwuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọ ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe na Chineke nna ihere bụ nke niile etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na-eja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi.
Ise.
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 Ise. I welcome everybody to this wonderful program. Today is going to be hot. Invite your friends, your families, and colleagues because I have a special guest. My brother, two of my brothers that I respect so much in the person of Biafra Unite and Chuk survivors. They are going to blow bomb today. So if you want to hear everything, invite your friends, share this program, give it a like. I will introduce the topic, then I will bring them in. They will be the one to address us. I'm not going to talk too much today. So before I proceed, I want to address something. I don't know what is wrong with our people. Somebody came to the post I dropped. The person wrote, he said, do not take money from Simon. Please, that very court case went well of them. There are some group placed on that very side. I don't know what this person is talking about. I am Linda. And if you watch me since I've been doing my program or posting my videos, I don't talk about anybody. I don't attack anybody because the people are not my problem. My problem is how to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how we are going to actualize Biafra. I have never in any of my videos insulted anybody, both DOS. I respect them so much. Everybody is there on their own. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his live broadcast, he said, if you know anyhow that you are going to bring Biafra to us, you should bring it. Please, the person that wrote this, you said Zion James. I know that this is not your real name. You always use fake accounts to go and comment nonsense in people's videos and posts. Do not write this nonsense. If you people are collecting money, I don't even know where they are sharing the money. I have said this severally that I am not following anybody apart from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that Linda is following. I am not following anybody. Anybody that will come here and write autopilot or this, that hand that you are using to write it will cut off because I do not know anything. I hate bribe. I don't know where they are giving the bribe. I don't know anything about it. My own is to do the best that I can. So the person writing that, I am begging you in the name of anything that you worship, whoever that sent you, please, this is Linda's TV show. I am not discussing about anybody. If you can watch me, since we'll start this program, I don't mention anybody here. I talk about what I want to talk and I go. Please don't write that in. I don't know who is sharing the money. I don't need the money. If they are sharing at all, I don't need it, please. So today, before I bring in the guest, we are going to look at the outcome of Nnamdi Kanu's recent court case. You guys, if you follow the program, you know what happens there. You saw everything. The second one is Abia State High Court win for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where the court asked Nigerian government to pay Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 1.1 billion with apology. It remains for Nigeria to pay it. Then there is a news that have been flying around, but I like the way Sahara reporters reported this. They did well this time around. People have been saying, I saw a lot of people posting it, even Biafrans themselves, they are posting that nonsense video saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu denied IPOB. The IPOB that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu denied is the one that is being proscribed as a terrorist group. He did. This is how Sahara wrote it. That is why I said I like the way Sahara reported this one. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not deny being a member or the leader of IPOB. The one he denied is the one that was proscribed as a terrorist group. You and I know that IPOB is not a terrorist group. So I'll be opening up the line now to bring in our two powerful guest speaker. If you want to call in, please click on this line. You can call in and ask them question. Mr. Maxwell, Van Maxwell, that spoke last week, please, if you are on this program, if you are watching, I want you to come in too. I want you to be one of our guest speakers today so that you can enlighten our people. So the line is open very soon. Our guests, they will be coming in to talk about it. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, when I saw him in the court, Juke survivors, welcome to the program. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when I saw him in the court, I was very, very happy. At least the first thing is that he is happy, and he is Chukuma Okoye. Chukuma, welcome to the program. How are you doing, my brother? And he is healthy. Yes, one of our guests is here. I'm going to bring him in and we wait for the second guest, Mr. Van Maxwell, my brother. If you are here, please, I want to see you. I want to see you. I want to see you. I want you to be among the guests. So I'm bringing on our first guest today in the person of a Chuk survivor, of which all of you know. My brother Chuk Survivor, welcome. Please, if you can hear me, continue, because sometimes my device echoes. If you can hear me very well, just continue, okay? How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you for today. I say happy weekend to everybody. Happy weekend to
So,
Biafra. Thank you so much.
you are welcome to the program. You are welcome to the program.
Thank you, my sister.
My brother, if you can hear me, continue. You have been on the background.
Okay.
We are waiting for the second
Okay.
guest.
Thank you.
Let's
Thank you.
continue as he joins us. You saw what happens in the court on the 17th and 18th of this month, 18th and 19th, sorry. So what do you think is the outcome of this? How do you see the outcome of Mazin and the Kanu's case?
Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you very much for today. We thank Chukwuemeka Abiyama for keeping us to see another Saturday. Before I go into the discussion, I have to thank every Biafran who is participating on this very program today. Any place you are joining us from, if you are joining us from Biafra land, you are joining us from any part of Africa, from Asia, from Europe, from America, Australia, Canada, wherever you are joining us from, I say, may Chukwuemeka Abiyama continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you. As we have come once again, just as we have always done, remember, I always try to remind you that each time we come on this program, that we are not here to gossip, neither are we here to talk down on people, and we are not here to preach hate speech. We are here to promote peace, promote love, and do everything possible to see that the Biafran people have their freedom. We are speaking mainly on behalf of the Biafran people. Not only Biafran, we speak for every indigenous tribe in the country called Nigeria, including the Oduduwa people, the Middle Belters, and every other indigenous tribe. That is what we do here. And we focus mainly on trying to make sure that we cement our relationship as Biafrans, identify ourselves as Biafrans, stop using the Janjaweed language, that language that the colonial master introduced to us through the Janjaweed. We try as much as possible to make sure that our people leave those language and continue to use that language that represents us as Biafrans. Follow the footsteps of our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu, who is the one leading the struggle for Biafra. He has been leading us. He has led a great foundation, a wonderful foundation. And in that foundation is what we are standing. And each time I'm talking about the foundation that Nnamdi Kanu led, please always put your mind in truthfulness and consistency. Truthfulness and consistency. Those are the basis, the foundation that Nnamdi Kanu led that made everybody to be running around him. Nnamdi Kanu have never lied to us, not even once. Not even once that I know of. If you know of any lie that Nnamdi Kanu have told, this is a free platform. You can go to the comment section and put down and say, yes, Nnamdi Kanu said this and it's a lie. But to my best of my knowledge, I have not seen anywhere where he has lied to the Biafrans. He has promised to fight for Biafra, continue to fight, never betrayed. He said he's going to do everything possible. He will do everything possible to bring Biafra and never betray Biafra. And that he has been doing up to today. That is why everybody is rallying around him. He is very truthful and very consistent. He has never been found wanted in any angle. Some people who are talking ill about Nnamdi Kanu are the evil ones, those who doesn't understand the message, because each time you are saying the truth, you don't expect a liar to be happy. When you are standing with the truth and saying the right thing, never expect a liar to be happy. It's just like when you go to the market, in a marketplace. If you go into a marketplace and you say, hold up, the only person that is going to run away is a criminal. Anybody who is not a criminal will not run away. People will only turn and see where the criminal is. But when you shout Holam in a market, a criminal will take off. That is how it is in the struggle. That is how it is. When you see those people who are crying, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speak, they will cry. Oh, he's abusing people. Oh, he's insulting. Oh, he's not respectful. Oh, he's this. These are the criminals. They are the criminals. That is the easiest way to know them. And today, you have seen everything. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have trained so many of us. And we are following the footsteps of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you see somebody standing in his or her platform, just like my sister Linda is doing on this platform, and you see somebody coming on this platform to criticize her.
Hello, my brother.
That person is one of those people we are talking about. They are the people. So don't be worried. Don't be scared. Don't be troubled. Thank you, my sister. You can come in.
My brother, our second guest is here. Biafra Unite is here. I'm going to bring him in right now so that I will leave the floor for both of you. My own is just to be listening and interpreting the people's comment. My beloved brother, can you unmute yourself? The man with thunderous voice. My brother, Biafra Unite, you are welcome to this program.
Yes.
Welcome to the program. Please, can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Yes, thank you, my sister Linda. I appreciate you for your wonderful work, and I also appreciate you for inviting me to your platform. You are one of the voices in this very struggle, and history will as well remember you when the time comes. So I appreciate you for inviting me here. The work you are doing, God Elohim will,
Thank you so much.
will pay you. So thank you so much, my brother. Chuk Survival. I can see you. You're welcome. Thank you also for your work.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much.
Yes, I greet all Biafrans who are listening, all Biafrans who are joining, and those that will listen, that will watch later. So, what we are here to do this moment is, we are here to do the needful, because sometimes people think that we don't know what we are doing, but I want to let them know that it is the same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did over the years and continue doing it without looking back. So that is the same thing we are doing. And because of this thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done since year 2011, that is the reason why he managed to get all of us aboard. That is the only way he managed to convince all of us to believe in freedom. That is the only way he managed, to tell the world his story without shooting a gun. So what we are doing right now is just to follow the footsteps of our leader who has laid the foundation. And we cannot stop doing it until Biafra is achieved. Because in this very struggle, there is division of labor. There are some people who are doing other things. That's why we have so many structures in IPOB. We have Eastern Security Network who are on ground in our bushes, protecting our farmlands. They are also IPOB members. We have so many structures in IPOB. So we have media structure. In IPOB in this struggle. So for the fact that there is division of labor, everyone must make sure that your wing is not, it's not leaking. So that's why we are standing on our feet to make sure that we propagate the gospel of redemption, the gospel of freedom, and to make sure that we bring it to the notice of the whole world how ready we are to take back our freedom and stand as a nation. So thank you for now. I am Biafra Unite. or I don't say, I am an anchorman of Biafra Unite. And I'm very, very happy to be here this very moment. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, my brother, for that wonderful introduction. In fact, before you introduce yourself, a lot of people know you. They know you very well. I just wanted you to do it officially. So we want to look into the outcome of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. How do you view the case? What do you think that the Nigerian government, what are they really playing at? What are they really playing at within 24 hours to the case? They brought out how many amended 15 amended charges. Why didn't they bring it earlier, before that day? And in the court they expected him to plead guilty or not, when he doesn't even know what the other charges are. My question goes to you, my brother Biafra Unite.
Okay, thank you. This thing is very simple to me, unless people who are not following up the shenanigans of the damnable Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom government. But for me, having studied them so well, having understood how they operate, it is not a new thing to me. If you could recall, I think on either 20th or 21st of October, they also amended the charges. Let me tell you, since this case started in the month of June, they have amended the charges of our leader for complete 6 times since the case started. And they always amend it diming it. So this is not a new thing. And this is a tactics, is the kind of tactics they are using to truncate the court proceeding. That is the reason why this last one now, they amended it diming it before, few hours before the court appearance of our leader. Just few hours before the court, the hearing. So it is not new to me. And let me tell you, they will still amend it again. They will still amend it, and they will continue amending it, and it will keep on increasing. It may even get to 100 count charges. So this is not new, because of what? They know that they have no any single evidence against our leader. People can make their videos, people can castigate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, people can claim whatsoever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent them, blah, 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 nonsense. They have no evidence against our leader. Because of what? Somebody cannot cough in UK and you come to the zoo to hold him responsible. Somebody, in the law of the damnable Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, we have what is called free speech. And the best aspect of that free speech is that it has no limitation. There is no place that is written that when you are having this, your free speech, that you cannot say this or you cannot say that. That is number one. And number two is this: whether they call it incitement, or they call it sedition, or they call it whatsoever whichever language they want to use, it is not in the law. So they know about all these things. You see what I'm saying now? Our people are not aware of it, but the zoo government know. The zoo government knows. The Attorney General knows. The Shuaibu Labaran, who is their representative, the lawyer of the zoo government, they know. Including the DSS terrorists, they know. DSS terrorist organization who is keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their dungeon knows very well that sedition, incitement, or whatsoever, whichever language they want to use, It's not in the law. It has been abolished for a very, very long time, for very many years. So free speech is guaranteed, irrespective of how you want to use it, and it has no limitation that you cannot say this, you can say this, you cannot say this. It doesn't work in the constitution of the zoo, even though they don't respect the constitution, yet it is not there. So there is no any evidence or whatsoever physically. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in UK, in Europe. He's not here in Biafra land. He's not in the zoo to commit any crime. So how do you intend to hold somebody who used microphone to say, I want to be free? And you want to hold him responsible? And calling IPOB, or proscribing or whatsoever, you cannot proscribe a people. The meaning of IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra, indigenous people. So in as much as we are indigenous people of this very great land, you cannot proscribe us. You cannot in any way proscribe a people. That's why when some people try to to portray that very thing, to try to prove that we are organization, I look at them as fools and cowards, because they do not know what they are doing. You don't proscribe a people. And for that matter, we cannot try to show the zoo, to prove to the zoo that they are right. We cannot try to prove to the Southeast governors that they are right by proscribing us, by trying to let them know that we are organization, we are a people. So thank you for now. I think that's what I have to say for now.
That's right.
Okay, thank you so much. My brother Chooks, can we hear from your own perspective? How do you see the outcome, like our brother said?
Yeah, on my own side, just as my brother Biafra Unite have said, I'm standing with him 100% on what he said. That is the right thing. You see, it is very funny that some people seem to pretend not to know what the company called Nigeria is all about. The funny thing is that these people have only one style of attitude. Their attitude and their plans is not sophisticated for somebody to begin to look for an investigator to tell you what will happen or what will not happen. You can be able to preempt what they will do even before they do it. They have only one style. They have never applied any other different style. When you see what they are doing in that very court, it is very, very clear, just as my brother have explained, that they have no case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the only thing they are applying is their delaying tactics, they are bullying. That is their system. They just bully people. After bullying them, then they delay them as much as they can. That is the only system they apply. When you check the time they amended that charges, the time they amended it, and the time they informed the lawyer, you begin to wonder. These were people who have been waiting for months. They couldn't have time to amend it until at the dying minute. They knew everything we are talking about here. They know very well that they have no charge against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has not committed any crime. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any crime. And no law court can convict him. They knew they are the ones who are supposed to be standing trial, not even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are the ones that are supposed to be standing trial, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very innocent of all the charges they are present against him. If they like, they can make it 20 or 100. Then it's not surprised if they increase it to 20, increase it to 1500. We don't have to be moved. It is their footprint. That is where they behave. There is nothing strange from what they are doing today and what they have been doing in the past. The delay tactics. Remember the first time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in Nigeria? It was the same thing. They amend and delay. Even when he was granted bail, they refused to grant him bail. So that has been their system. That has been their style. There is nothing different from what they are doing. Nothing different whatsoever. They are bullied. They try to bully you to make sure they oppress you, suppress you, and break you down for you to be able to follow. But they have met a man they have never seen before. They have met the kind of man they have never seen before. A man that you cannot break down. A man that is very, very consistent from day one up to date. He has never changed. He has never changed. If you think that Nnamdi Kanu doesn't know what he's doing, or you think Nnamdi Kanu is lying or he's committed an offense, Nnamdi Kanu have been in Britain broadcasting for how many years? For so many years. I mean, there has never been any day Nnamdi Kanu was invited by the police. We have never had one day that Nnamdi Kanu was invited for interrogation. What does that tell you? That what he's asking for is genuine. Self-determination is the right of every human being on the planet Earth. International law supports that. African Charter law supports it, including Nigerian law itself, supports people to ask for self-determination. And that is what Nnamdi Kanu is asking for. Every other charges they're bringing about trying to claim this or claim that, all of them are trashed based on what Nnamdi Kanu is asking for, and they know that. Just like our lawyer said, that you cannot build something on nothing. You cannot build something on nothing. There is nothing they are building on. It is the Nigerian government that are supposed to be standing trial, not Nnamdi Kanu, an innocent man whom you went to Kenya to kidnap and sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition. That is what they are supposed to be answering for. Every other thing they are charging Nnamdi, everything they are bringing and saying it is just a waste of time. They just want to bully him and break him down, and they are not going to succeed. They won't succeed. So whatever they are doing, it is funny when people say they don't know where they are going or they don't know where they're doing. We all know what the Nigerian government can do. Even before they do it, every Biafran that is paying attentive, that is very attentive and following up on the issues, on things that are happening in their country because Nigeria, you will know what they're doing. They don't have a sophisticated style. They don't have any different idea except that same one they have been applying. Every single person they have abducted in Nigeria, every single person they have kidnapped or arrested illegally, it is the same system they're applying. They continue to bully you, they continue to delay you, they continue to dance on your case to delay you as much as they can, even when they know fully well that they have no case against you. This is a lawless country that doesn't obey law. Even their own law, they never obey it. Their own law, the easiest law, their own law, they don't obey it. Just look at the judge. A judge told them to give Nnamdi Kanu his due rights in DSS, that they should stop torturing him. At least allow him to do his prayers. Let him sleep well. Give him his due rights. Stop torturing, allow him to change his clothes. How many months did it take them? 6 months plus. This issue has been on board. Until Nnamdi Kanu came to court on 18th, it was still repeated. That same thing. A judge in the court of that very judge, they flouted that very order. What does that tell you? We are dealing with animals. We are dealing with monsters. They are trying to break our spirit leader, but they have met somebody who they have never seen before, and they can never break him. It doesn't matter how they try. It doesn't matter the angle they're coming from. Victory will surely be ours. This is all I have to say for now. Thank you, my sister.
Okay, thank you so much, my brother. We'll have then Maxwell. Then Maxwell, welcome to the program, please. I believe you have been on the background since and you heard what we are saying. Thank you for accepting to be here. And so can you tell us from your own views, being a retired soldier from Nigeria, can you tell us why Nigerian governments are delaying increasing Nnamdi Kanu's charges every day without notification?
Thank you very much, my sister Linda, and thank you very much also to my senior brother there that is at the background. I can see his face there. He has spoken so well, and I bless this platform and the work you're doing, Sister Linda. You see, like I always said, the last time I came here, I told you I poured my heart out, and I spoke to our people wherever they are to lie low and see what God will do. We have no power to fight the Nigerian government. They have the monopoly of controlling of weapons. We have no power to fight them. But the truth, that is what Nnamdi Kanu is using to disintegrate that country. Many people might not like the way he is doing it. But there are two things when you are fighting a war. One is information. Once you are cut off from information, you are done. You are ruined. 2 is food. Once they block you and you don't see food to eat, that war is as good as won by the opponent. But as it is now, we are no longer in 1967, where information dissemination was just, who can afford it. But we are in a period where information can be passed using any medium, and the world will see what we are doing. You see, I have seen what is going on in Nigeria. You see, there is a statement Obasanjo made. He said, if you are expecting something more from Obasanjo, it's like you are whipping a dead horse. Nigeria has no case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you have case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why are you changing? How do the lawyers call it in legal terms? You are amending charges. 6 times they've amended the charges and they are not yet satisfied. Look at what a lawyer, a legal practitioner. I am just a layman on the street and a former military man as well. How can you, after hearing the deliberation in the courtroom, you come out and tell the Nigerian populace and the world that the owner of IPOB, the man that brought out IPOB, refused to take responsibility as a leader of the IPOB? Is that not nonsensical? These are the kind of people. You remember when they sent a legal practitioner to ICC? Out of 20,
Yes,
he came
we are
last.
coming to that. We'll discuss that
He
one.
came last. Is this the kind of people that will stand, to defend the Nigerian system? As far as I know, if, and I say, if the Nigerian government is a country that uphold the rule of law, if the judicial system is not influenced like what happened in Abia State, I will tell you that the Nigerian government will be disgraced. When we sit down, we look at the antecedent of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what he has done. He told us that he is going to march to Abuja and he is going to conquer the dead, purported so-called dead. It is not going there to go and fight them with weapons and so on. He's going there to fight them just like he is there. Have you seen what is happening? But people that cannot see will tell you, oh, come home and bring your soldiers, bring your army, bring your weapons to come and fight. I wrote on my Twitter page, I said, look, Biafra will come without any shot being fired. And I have been repeating it. I've been repeating it several times. If you look at what happened the other day and the comments made, Nigeria has no case. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to defeat these people hands down only if the judicial system will be neutral. They have no case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you, my sister and my senior brother.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. I want you to still be there. As we go on. You are among my guests. So, my brother, Biafra Unite. Another question I want to ask you is that we still on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Abia State. The courts or the judge ruled that Nigerian government should pay Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 1 billion. It's possible. Do you believe that Nigeria will give him the money, and with also apology? Do you think that this Buhari, let's say it's Buhari, but we all know what is happening. Do you know that this Buhari that I am seeing now will apologize to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or they will even pay the money? Even if they pay the money, they will still steal it. So my brother Biafra Unite, I will start with you before I get to Chooks and Van Maxwell. I don't know if you are still there.
Yes, I'm here. That is quite laughable. Well, the thing which is there, I'm always very, very straight and strict on my judgment. The thing which is there is this, to be honest, we have already accepted or we have already taken what we wanted to take from that very judgment. We, the Biafran people, I am the first person that started saying it that same day on the 19th of January 2022. We, the Biafran people, have already taken the benefit that we wanted to take from that very judgment. Every other thing is babash. Every other thing, both the money, the apology, the amount, every other thing is arrant nonsense. It's absolutely useless to this very struggle. Both to the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, the families of those that were massacred, the 28 men, and the no less than 500 youths killed during that Operation Python dance. The money itself and the amount, they are all useless because 1 billion worthless naira cannot bring back our fallen heroes that they massacred. 1 billion worthless naira cannot replace the king and the law that died because of that very invasion. So that is number one. And the zoo that I know, the zoo government that I know, ruled by the Fulani, cannot pay that money. They cannot pay the money. Is it not the same zoo borrowing money here and there? Do you know how much they owe China? Do you know how much they owe USA? Do you know how much they owe European Union? Do you know how much they owe MFI, or what do they call them? MIF or what? They owe them billions of dollars. IMF, thank you. So is it not the same?
And Sukuk too.
Yes. Is it not the same government borrowing money here and there? It's remaining a little. One more time, they are going to borrow from African Union. So now, even there's this rumor when Obi Kubana did his mother's burial, we heard that Lion Mohammed is asking Obi Kubana to borrow them money. So now, how do they pay this money? They cannot pay the money, and they cannot apologize to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They can't. Mark it somewhere. Today is 22nd of March. They can never apologize to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They can never pay that money. They have not paid the Sunday Igboho a dime, and the judgment was rendered since last year. So, how do you think they will pay the money? They cannot pay any money. So anybody jumping up and down celebrating, hey, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will get 1 billion, that person is a coward because he or she does not understand the modus operandi of this very government. And remember, whether it's a Fulani man in charge as the president, or Igbo man in charge as the president, or Yoruba man in charge as the president, you must understand that the people who are the owners of Nigeria is the Fulani. Whether you believe it or not, is the Fulani. And how do they owe Nigeria? They owe Nigeria because the British that joined this contraption together knew very well that the Igbo man is the brain. The Igbo man is the brain. It is not an insult to every other ethnic nationality, but the truth must be spoken. So they know that if Igbo man rules Nigeria, remember that Igbo man is the one that spearheaded the fight for freedom of Nigeria, for the independent Nigeria. So they know when we speak, they see the knowledge in us. When we act, they see the strength in us. So because they know us, British Britain know Igbo man better than Fulani man knows Igbo man. Britain knows Igbo man better than Yoruba man knows Igbo man, even though we live in Yoruba land. Britain understands that very well. Now, they know that if Nigeria falls in the hands of an Igbo man, they are evil in Nigeria. The oil that they are taking from Nigeria free of charge will no longer stand. That very pipe giving them oil from brass to Britain direct will be cut off. They know all these things, and it's not going to be business as usual anymore. Rather, they will come for negotiation. We will discuss with Britain. Okay, you want us to be giving you oil. How do you want it? How much will you be remitting in our account? Are you getting it? So they know all these things. That's why it is very, very difficult for an Igbo man to rule Nigeria, because the people who are operating Nigeria know Igbo people more than the Hausas or Fulanis. Are you getting it? So they cannot apologize. They cannot pay any money. The only thing we have picked out of this judgment is that it is now clear to the entire world that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail. I don't see any other thing out of it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail in the year 2017, and the army actually came to kill him. So it is now clear. And any other idiot in the media house going up and down, singing that chorus, that narrative of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail, that one is squashed. It is gone and gone forever. And anybody saying that, Biafrans must visit that media or that person with bombardment, in fact, with curses, because it is now in the public that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never jumped bail. So that is the only thing we have picked. Every other thing is arrant nonsense. Thank you, my sister.
Okay, thank you so much, my brother, for that wonderful contribution. Adding to your own this thing, the another thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case is that at least for him to win that case, there simply means that he have win all the cases. If you are just joining us, I have 3 warriors here. If you have any question, please write it down. I'm not going to be taking another person's today, except when these 3 people are done. But if you have any question you want to ask them, please write it. I will help you to read it out. And as you are coming in, share this program, invite your friends, anybody invitable. And as Nigeria will soon borrow money from the spirit. So, Mr. Maxwell, can we hear from your own idea?
Yes, Sister Linda, thank you so much. Before my system runs down, I would like to say that, look, that money is not just fictitious. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will receive that money. If they cannot pay that money, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has the right to go to ECOWAS court to demand for the fulfillment of that court ruling. It is true that it's not going to revive the number of people or the lives that we've lost, or that was lost in his house that day. The mom, the parents, and the able men and women that were killed that day by the overzealous Nigerian military officers and their cohorts. But one thing we should know is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been vindicated. I have made this comment in several platforms that it is only a tree that will stand there and watch a power sword man coming to saw it down and remain there. It is a natural phenomenon that a human being must exercise that spirit of fear and protection for him or herself. And that was what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did. And I did not see anything bad, legally or otherwise, that stops Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to run away when the heel was about to be assassinated Okay, that is that. And like I always say in other platforms, this judgment in Abia State High Court has set the precedence of what is going to happen in the future. If you don't have, okay, now, you extraordinary, this is international kidnap. You kidnapped a man without due process and brought him to Nigeria to face trial. We will first of all query the process that brought Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria. Was it legal? No, it was not legal. Why are they doing the legal processes, the procedure, the right procedure for Abba Kyari, the ACP? Why are they doing that? What happened? What was the reason why the Nigerian government did not do that for Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya? Why? These are the questions that needs answers. These are the questions that need answers. Like I said, you see, this court ruling in Abia State has anybody that will come out to tell me that Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail will be sued. That person will be sued. That person will be sued. Like I said, most of the media houses in Nigeria, oh, he jumped bail. Oh, he jumped bail. He ran away. He did this, he did that. Yes. With this court judgment right now, anybody, any media house in Nigeria, I have been monitoring most of the media houses in Nigeria, especially channels. They no longer use jumped bail. Let them use the jump bail and they will be sued. Thank you, my sister.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You said your battery is about to run down. It seems
Exactly.
I will allow you to go for your other engagements every Saturday by 2 p.m. Please always be my guest. I appreciate your time.
I will do
Thank
that.
you so
I will
much.
do that, my sister. May God bless you
My
for this good
regards to
work.
your family. I really appreciate your presence. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you
So,
so much. Thank you so much, my senior brother and the Canada.
and bless you too.
Yeah.
My brother Chooks, can we hear from your own side?
Yeah, my sister, thank you so much. On that very issue of that pronouncement in Abia State, well, when I had it, there wasn't anything to celebrate. Just as I said before the zoo do whatever they want to do, if you are somebody who is paying attention and trying to look into things, you see that they have a motive for everything they do. They always have a motive for everything they do. There is no justice in Nigeria anywhere. Even if, when you look at that very thing that you are looking at, people are celebrating as justice for Nnamdi Kanu, you will see a lot of injustice in it. You will see a lot of injustice in that very thing they are calling justice. When they're talking about the 1 billion, who cares about 1 billion? Biafran people can raise more than 1 billion for Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB alone can raise more than 1 billion for Nnamdi Kanu. What is 1 billion? What is 1 billion? The only motive, when you see where you will begin to know their real motive. I watched one of the media, TVC, the way their reporters were analyzing that very issue. Then when you look at the way they analyze it, you begin to see the wickedness in that contract called Nigeria. You will see the injustice in that contract called Nigeria. Do you know that in the media, they were discussing, trying to promote the Janjaweed government of a country that, as a government that is lawful, that at least now they have given justice to that. That when anything happens, you should be patient. As long as you're patient, that you get justice. This is the evil they are trying to achieve with that very judgment. But let me tell you, before they do anything in that their government, anything they do against the Biafrans turn out to be positive for us. Any evil plan they make against the Biafrans, at the end of the day, it turns out to be positive to us. For the Janjaweed, in that way, go and check their media. Go and check all their media. See the way they were analyzing. None of them is even specifying on that issue of that very jumping of bail. They were the people that promoted it. Thank God for social media. Thank God for the social media that we fought so hard in social media to let people know that Nnamdi Kanu never jump bail at any point in time. When I watch the interview The way the people in TVC or whatever they call them were analyzing it, I almost shed tears. When they didn't even mention the invasion in the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They were using that of Sunday Igboho to make an example. That was the one they were using. But that one that they were using the CCTV camera of what happened in the home of Sunday Igboho to lay example. When you know very well that what happened in the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was so grievous. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was streamed live on Facebook. Even as today, go to Facebook, you see it. You will see what happened in the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You will see what happened. It was streamed live on Facebook. On that day, I was watching it live when it happened, when they invaded the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Only Chukwu Okike Abiama knew how he saved Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from that very environment that day. And they were bold with their evil. They continue to promote that very jump bail. They can never mention the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without mentioning jump bail. But today, even after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been vindicated, they cannot come out boldly to render apology. Even when they are making their statement, they don't even go to that issue of jumping bail. They have never retracted that statement. Instead, they are trying to twist it to paint their Janjaweed government as a government or a lawful government, when you know that the government is so lawless and they have nothing to offer. The only thing Biafrans have to go home for, the only thing I take home, and I want my fellow Biafrans to take home there, the only victory we have there, the money is nothing. That is, the money is just trash. You cannot pay. You cannot pay for the life that we lost. You cannot pay for the destruction that we made. You cannot pay for the damages that we lost. You can't pay for it. No amount of money can pay for that. But the only thing is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, that very judgment have proven that there is no case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I say this when you refer to the issue of saying that you cannot build something on nothing. Every single charges they are presenting against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today in their high court is based on what transpired in Afari book. Every single charges, if they like, amend it 100 times. Every charges that presented Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is based on what happened in Afari book. That was where the whole thing started. And today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been vindicated. That the aggressor is the Janjaweed government. They were the people that caused all the problem, and not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They were the people. That one alone have shown that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no case to answer in that very case. The only people who are supposed to be brought about to a case is the Janjaweed government. They are the ones who are supposed to be tried. That's what you are the one who are supposed to be tried. For the evil they committed against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to go to Kenya, a man that traveled to Kenya with his international passport, British passport. He traveled to Kenya with British passport. He was stamped in. He never entered illegally. They went to Kenya and kidnapped him. Sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have denied Nigerian citizenship long time ago. He denied Nigerian, he said it on his broadcast. He doesn't have Nigerian passport. They went and kidnapped him and sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition. And today, he is facing torture. Up to date, this is where you see, when you begin to look deep into it, you will see that the company, British company, anything that happened in that British company called Nigeria, they are involved. And they are part of the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whatever victory we have gotten on that Abia state, the only victory I see there is that that very judgment have vindicated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from everything they are bringing against him. Every single thing. You cannot build something on nothing. You can't. Whatever charges, if they like bring 1 million charges, they are dead on arrival. Because every of those charges, look at them critically, their basis started from that, their basis is that is the base. That is the base, what transpired in Afari Begu. The destruction and the mayhem they caused, that was what gave birth to every other thing you are seeing today. That is what gave birth to every single thing you are seeing today. And we will continue to win. Even when they try to bring their evil, to demonize us, to make us look bad, to make us the aggressor, at the end of the day, it will expose them the more. And Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to expose them. Thank you, my sister. That's all I have to say for now.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Chukuma, okay, Chukuma, please, can you block this person with P per monk? I don't know. They are using a fake account to come and attack, but God passed them. Chukuma, please, you are the moderator here. Can you help me to block this Bipa something? I don't know. So thank you so much. My brother Biafra Unite, I come to you again now. If you are just joining us, this is an interaction section where I bring to you three warriors, three people that I can say that the zoo are fearing now, in the person of Chuk Survivor and my brother Biafra Unite. He was even the one, his voice motivated me into this program that I am doing today. I like the way he does his things. He said things the way he is. The same thing with my brother Chuk Survive. I told you people that I am not following anybody. The people I follow are those that are doing the right thing. It's only Mazin and the Kanu. For the sake of those who are misunderstanding me, I posted a flyer in my platform. Somebody came there to write nonsense. I have already addressed that. If the person tries it next time, I am not the type of person, I'm not good in insulting anybody, but this time around I will be forced to do that. If you don't have work to do, please go and open up a channel, bring it up and start doing what we are doing. If you think we are not doing right, please do your own. If you think we have collected money, like the person said, Linda, it seems you have collected money from Simon. Simon, I just read it and it makes me to laugh, but I want the person not to write that trash here. I am a genuine Biafran daughter. I am doing everything genuinely, fighting for our freedom. If Biafran comes today, I am in another people's country, enjoying all the things that our country, Biafra land, is very, very rich. What does the European country have to compare to Biafra? If we have 24 hours light, is it a crime? If you have a good medical center where people will be sick, everybody will go there. If we have a community where if you are sick, you don't have money, the government pay for your this. That is why our people are running scatter, looking for a better life. Is it a crime? This is what Mazin and the Kano stands for. And this is what I also stand for. I stand for justice. I stand for equal human rights. I stand for democracy. In a democratic country or community, everybody have the right to say his or her opinion. So this is what I believe in. Do not come here to write me, you have collected, you have collected. I don't know who is sharing. And even if at all such a thing exists, I am not interested. Please, I am contented with what I have. So my brother, Biafra Unite, I want you to treat this topic very well. I want you to clear it to Biafra so that they will understand. Because it pains me. Sometimes you will see people that say they are fighting for Biafra. In fact, there is a lot of people now, you don't know the genuine ones now. You see people who say they open their platform for Biafra, and you will see them posting rubbish there. So I saw some videos ever since Mazin Nnamdi Kanu case. They are saying that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu denied being a member of IPOB. Even Daddy Freeze, I watched his program yesterday. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed by that program, and some of his statements simply means that he's not aware of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. So I want you to clear to people what it means, or the action of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu in that case, in that court. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu did not in any way denied IPOB. The IPOB he denied was the one that Nigerian government labeled a terrorist group, and you and I know you cannot claim or be proud to say that you are the leader of a terrorist group. So I want you to clear it. After you will hear from our brother Chooks. And if there's anybody there, since Mr. Maxwell is not here, if you want to call in to contribute, the line is open for one person more to come in. So my brother Biafra, can you pick it up from there?
Um, okay, thank you, my sister. The thing which is there is I'm going to answer that very question in two different ways. First of all, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has his right to say whatsoever he wants to say as a person. So that is the reason why nobody will crucify him for whatsoever he says or does. Number one, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu denied being the lead, because according to the question from Justice Binta Nyako, you are Are you the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB? He said no. I am now saying it according to the narrative from our lawyer, Barrister Ejiofor. So this is how he narrated it. He said no, on one condition: I am not the leader of a proscribed terrorist organization tagged by the Southeast governors and proscribed by the Southeast governors and terrorist organization tagged by the Nigerian government. Because these are two different things did by two different organizations. Proscribing us, you know what it means? The proscription, you know what it means. Our people can go to dictionary and Google it, the meaning of proscribing an organization or a people. So that very proscription was done by the Southeast politicians, political leaders, traditional rulers, and religious leaders, because they were all together at Nike Resort in 2017 and agreed to proscribe IPOB. So now, immediately they came up with that very communique. Then now the federal government, led by Fulani, rushed to media and now tag us a terrorist organization. When everywhere, when the internet went agog, because it was illegal, it is illegal up to today. They now rushed to the court and got that very order to go ahead with their declaration for IPOB being a terrorist organization. But the people who made that first move by proscribing us are the Southeast politicians. The video is there in the public in 2017. So, for the fact that you cannot proscribe...
Yes, I made the video yesterday.
Good. For the fact that you cannot proscribe a people, that's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a highly, learned individual and very, very intelligent. You can't proscribe me. You can't tag me a terrorist organization when I have not done anything that warrant me going about with such name. I'm only arguing with you that I want to be free. It's an argument. And I have substantial evidence to win the argument, because it is my right to decide where I want to belong. It doesn't matter what you have on your so-called constitution, whether you have what is it called, referendum on your constitution or not. It does not matter. What matters is my decision as a human being, as a person, to decide where I want to belong. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, no, I am not a member. I am neither a member nor the leader of your tagged terrorist IPOB. I am not a member nor the leader. So you cannot ask me such question, trying to use it to nail me down. Are you a member or the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra? That is an error from the judge. How could you say proscribe indigenous people? How can you proscribe indigenous people? It is an error from the judge who claimed to be learned. The English does not match. How could you proscribe a people? So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu corrected her immediately by saying, no, I am not, because you cannot proscribe a people. So now, having said that, it is obvious that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot deny his people. He cannot deny his own people. He cannot as well deny an organization that he formed by himself, single-handedly, because Chike Doziem was not there when IPOB was formed. He only joined, just like the way I joined. So he formed it single-handedly by himself and his wife in his house in London. Kanu was not there when IPOB was formed. He only joined, just like the way I joined. None of us was there. So he first of all formed it with his own family in his own house, after deciding and concluding with his own God, the spirit that protects him, that made him. So now, that is one way I have answered it. And the second way I'm going to answer it is this, very simple. It is a case study for every one of us. It is a case study for the indigenous people of Biafra. Because since the kidnap and the extraordinary rendition of our leader Nnamdi Kanu, a lot of things have gone wrong in IPOB. Chike Doziem and his criminal gang, I'm going to use the word, sorry, even if it's not suitable to you, but I know what I'm saying. Maybe what I know, most of you do not know it. Chike Doziem and his criminal gang of DOS have taken this very struggle back to 1970. They have taken this very struggle as if it has never existed. They have turned everything upside down. They have rubbished the struggle. They have turned it into a child's play. Give order today, cancel it tomorrow. Give order again, cancel it tomorrow. Open your own private account. Ask Biafrans to donate money into it. What is limited liability company? So, sack people, all the people that appointed by Nnamdi Kanu. Today, they went too far of even sacking the emissary of Nnamdi Kanu, the diplomatic arm of IPOB, a structure of its own. Chike Dozie went so far of sacking or disbanding the diplomatic arm of IPOB formed by Nnamdi Kanu, the same way he formed DOS. So now you want Nnamdi Kanu to be proud to say, yes, I lead these people. The IPOB Nnamdi Kanu denied is the one led by Chike Doziem. I have a program after this very interview. I'm going to show Biafrans the IPOB led by Chike Doziem and IPOB led by Nnamdi Kanu, the one Nnamdi Kanu is proud of. The IPOB led by Nnamdi Kanu, the one he can never deny. Even in his absence, he can never deny it. But Nnamdi Kanu has denied IPOB led by Chike Doziem. This is something people have not come to understand. So after this program, I will show Biafrans the difference between the IPOB led by Chike Doziem and his criminal DOS with IPOB led by Nnamdi Kanu that he can never deny. So Nnamdi Kanu has denied IPOB led by Chike Doziem, not the indigenous people of Biafra, because they have their own group now. And I'm going to show Biafrans that with evidence, video evidence, after this very program. So these are two ways that I have answered your question. Thank you, my sister. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you so much, my brother, for this wonderful contribution or the answering of my question. My brother Chuk Survivor, can we hear from your own view?
Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you, my brother, Biafra Unite. Regarding to that very question on the denial of Nnamdi Kanu, all of us know what is actually happening. Nnamdi Kanu is a very intelligent man. He's not just a leader. Very, very intelligent. I call him. He's also a spiritual leader. The leadership of Nnamdi Kanu comprises many angles. He's not just an ordinary leader. He's also a spiritual leader of Biafra. He's a full package. Nnamdi Kanu is a full package. Very intelligent. So whenever you are asking him questions, if you are not careful, you end up making yourself look useless. That was why he rendered their court useless when they asked him that stupid question. They are asking him about a proscribed IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu is not a leader of a proscribed IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu is a leader of indigenous people of Biafra. And that is the truth. Even in their proscription, the case is still in the court. It has been challenged, and yet they have not refused to come and answer. The case is still in the court. It has been challenged. It has not been concluded. They have refused to answer that very call up to date. So, calling IPOB a proscribed organization, how can you ever call the largest movement on the planet Earth as it stands now, IPOB, that has branches all over the world of the country, registered in all the countries of the world, then you call it a proscribed group? That is not the group Nnamdi Kanu is leading. If the Janjaweed government are looking for a proscribed IPOB, they should go ahead and look for them. But the IPOB that Nnamdi Kanu is leading, that one which we are following, sincerely, which we are following in truth and in spirit, with consistency, that IPOB that is truthful and with consistency, they are not proscribed anywhere. They are not proscribed. So if the Janjaweed is looking for a proscribed IPOB, they should go ahead and continue to search and look. So the answer of Nnamdi Kanu is very, very clear, very, very clear to even a blind man to know that he has answered right. Then if they feel he didn't answer right, then they should go and prove it. Because the IPOB that Nnamdi Kanu is leading, that have branches all over the world, in every country of the world, they are there, registered, duly registered. If they are terrorist organization, they won't be operating even in the UK, in the United States, where you know that they don't joke with terrorism. Yes, this IPOB is registered in those countries. Only in Janjaweed that they decided to make try to give themselves a name, not us, because we are not proscribed. And just as my brother have said, my brother Biafra Unite said, it is even the governors, those who live in Biafra land, they were the people that proscribed IPOB. They are they are the people who proscribed their own IPOB, their own, not our own. They are the one that proscribed their own. So if the Janjaweed is looking for a proscribed IPOB, they should go and call Dave Umahi. Dave Umahi is the leader of the proscribed IPOB, not Nnamdi Kanu. It is Dave Umahi that is the leader of the proscribed IPOB, Dave Umahi, and all the governors in the southeast, because all of them were there, including Okorocha, all of them were there that very day. They were the one that put a signature to a proscribed IPOB, and they are the leader. They are the one leading the charge. Nnamdi Kanu is not leading any proscribed IPOB anywhere. That is what I have to say on that very aspect for now. Thank you, my sister.
Okay, thank you, my brother. We are moving forward. From the name you mentioned now, Biafra Unite, my brother. I want to ask you a question pertaining on what David Umar said. I think we treated it last week. He said that Ebonyi State will not be among Biafra land. You know, David Umar is your friend. I like the way you always describe it whenever you are making your videos. What do you have to say about this?
Okay, thank you, my sister, for that question. The devil, stop calling him David, please. We know who is David and what David did in Bible and in Israel on ground. Devil Umahi is a lunatic. You all had that very statement. You saw the video. How could a lunatic speak? And he want people to respond. If he want people have already responded to him. People responded to him on the 18th of January. People responded to even on 19th that we said no sit at home. People also responded to him on the 19th. Are you getting it? So people have already responded to Devil Umar. Not not for me. Someone like me will come to respond to. What will I tell him? I should go and tell him, no, you are lying. Ebony State is Biafra land. Ebony State is Biafra land. That is, I don't have that time. Devil Umahi is a lunatic. He's a madman that people know. And he's even looking for presidency. Now, if Devil Umahi becomes a president of the zoo, that is to show you how how useless and how backward Nigeria is. So I cannot respond to that. People have Ebonians, millions of Ebonians have responded to him on the 18th and even on 19th, including on 20th. If you are here, you would have understood what I'm saying. They responded to him, including on 20th in Abakaliki and every other part of Ebony State. So let him now come to the public and tell them, he threatened them that if you obey the sit at home, I will, you will see my wrath. I will visit you with my wrath. He threatened the Ebonians. So now that they have responded to him and told him, you are a madman, we are part and parcel of Biafra land. Go and die or hang yourself with a rope. So let him now gather the Ebonians, millions of Ebonians, and now visit them with his wrath, according to his promise. Devil Umahi is a lunatic, and someone like me cannot respond to his stupid comment. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you so much, my brother. Truth Survivor, I don't know if you have anything to add to this.
Yeah, on that very issue on what the Devil Umahi said, it's so funny. That will show you. You see, when we say we don't believe on anything that these politicians are saying, including their political solution, this is why I never accept and I never believe in their political solution. The only solution that is going to work is that political solution that will be triggered by the mass action of the people. Because these politicians are so evil. People who cannot stand for themselves and speak for themselves. People who deny their own self, they deny themselves for their own selfish interest. People who deny themselves for their own selfish interest. How can such a person speak for you? It is very clear, even to a blind man, that 99.9% of Biafran people, including those who are pretending to be one Nigerians, they want self-determination and they know themselves as Biafrans. But the political set we have in Biafra land, the politicians from A to Z, these people are monsters. People who care about themselves, people who fight for their personal interests and not for collective interests of the people. This is what they have been doing. That is why you will see Dave Umahi will shamelessly come in the public and say that he is not a Biafran. This is how evil they are. Look at the people in the north. People in the north, their governors and their senators will come to the Senate and call themselves Arewa. A governor in that Janjaweed country, a governor will come and call himself that he's from Arewa. A senator will stand in the Senate and describe himself as an Arewa. Our Oduduwa brothers, you will see them. They will describe themselves as Oduduwa. When it comes to describing, they will describe themselves as Oduduwa. They even sing their national anthem of Oduduwa in the Senate. They sing it in their school. But when they come to Biafra, when they come to the issue of Biafra, you will never see any politician associating him or herself with Biafranness. They will deny their identity. They will deny it so much just because of their selfish interest. And the funniest thing is that they are not even bold. They are not even bold to even demand for the top position. You see them presenting themselves. Look at the people who are presenting. Go and check the list of people who are presenting themselves to run for that their 2023 devilish election that will never work. The 2023 that they will never see with their eyes. Go and see the people they are presenting. Bunch of evil men who have nothing to offer. Every one of them is a criminal. And that is why the Janjaweed will never support any genuine person in any political position in Nigeria. More especially people from the Biafra land. They will never support any genuine man in Biafra land to be a politician. They will never support it. You will never run for any post and win. The only people they promote are people who have black book. These are the people they promote. Not only Biafra, the whole of southern Nigeria. If you see any politician they are projecting, they are promoting, these are the people, the evil men, the people who want to destroy the people, who have committed genocide in one way or the other. They are the only people that the Janjaweed promote. Go and check the list of them. All of them that are coming out for that president, go and check their record. These are people who have murdered their own people, who have killed and stolen from their people. And that is why they will continue to play the role of the Janjaweed by all means possible. These are the people they will present for you. These are the people they will always project forward. But still, the most painful thing is that you see our fellow Biafrans who's supposed to know, who's supposed to fight with and there, who have eaten with Nnamdi Kanu, who have stayed with Nnamdi Kanu in the same platform, who has listened to Nnamdi Kanu, yet they are believing in these politicians. That is the most painful. That is most painful. You see people who claim to be fighting for Nnamdi Kanu, who claim to be standing shoulder to shoulder with Nnamdi Kanu. You still see them believing these criminal politicians. Even when Nnamdi Kanu have said that he does not believe in any politician, neither will he dialogue with them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that he hates them. If you do good as an individual, he's going to praise you. But to follow you as a politician, Nnamdi Kanu never dialogue, do anything with them. He has given them the opportunity. Even our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, gave the political solution chance. He never survived. He never survived. Instead, we lost more than 5 million people and still losing up to it. Our Supreme Leader, Nnamdi Kanu, also gave chance to that solution. What did you see? What did you see? It gave back to Python dance, which we lost many people in Biafra land, including the parents of our Supreme Leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And today, you still see some people who are supposed to be standing on the same shoulder to shoulder with Nnamdi Kanu, people who are supposed to follow the truth and standing in consistency, which is the foundation of the struggle that Nnamdi Kanu have built. You see them dancing from pillar to pole. Today they will tell you this. Next tomorrow they're telling you a different thing. Next time they're telling you a different thing. One time they're withdrawing. This time they're going forward. It is sad. It is very sad. But when you see things that are playing out, that is when you know who is who. The 100 men that Nnamdi Kanu is looking for. It is time to filter them out. And I thank you that they are all coming out one after the other. Thank you, my sister. This is all I have to say for now.
Okay, thank you so much, my brother. Before I continue, Duke Survivor, please, next time when you are coming, come with the name of your platform, because people are asking me the name of your platform. The name of his platform is Duke Survivor. On YouTube, in Facebook is King David Exploit. So next time, please write the name of your platform so that people can follow you from there. So my brother, Biafra Unite, I come back to you. I was very happy last week, Monday. The sit-at home worked for the first time for after 2 or 3 months. BBC started reporting about sit at home. So I want to ask you, and in the comment section, a lot of people are saying that you, Biafra Unite, should also remind people that the sit at home will start, should continue. I want you to address them, to tell them if the sit at home is going to be continued or stopped, please.
Thank you, my sister, for that. From the beginning of this very sit at home, the word spoken from the people, from the people that instituted the sit at home. The word said, we shall continue the sit at home until they free Nnamdi Kanu. We are going to continue the sit at home. We are starting it and we will continue it until Nnamdi Kanu is released. So by the time they came back and started fighting against it at home, people said no. There's one single question asked, and that question has never been answered up to today. And it cannot be answered till tomorrow because they have lost direction. The contrast, it's called the compass. The compass is missing. They lost it. They are just standing at the middle of the ocean. They don't know the road again because they've lost the compass. So now, Biafran people, having seen that the people that claim to be leadership have lost the compass, they decided to move with autopilot. So now, whether anybody asks you, have you joined the autopilot or whatsoever, don't even answer those people.
I don't like that them. I don't like that them, honestly.
You don't need to answer them. Rather, you block them off, and let them
have caused a lot of wahala.
Of course, the truth will always cause problem until everybody will see the truth with the koro eyes. That is how it is. So now, yes, now sit at home continues. And anybody who is telling you to stop sit at home is actually the enemy of Nnamdi Kanu and never want Nnamdi Kanu free. The time they stopped sit at home on the 12th and 13th of August, they claimed that they have so many plans that they want to use to free Nnamdi Kanu. Now, they fixed another sit at home, 5-day sit at home, from November 4th to November 10th. From November 5th to November 10th. On the 4th, on the eve of that very, on the eve of this of the beginning of that very sit at home, they came with their what is it called? Press release and canceled the sit at home. They told, what did they tell you? What did they tell you? They told you that their highly respected elders, they have decided to listen to their highly respected elders and traditional rulers and religious leaders to go and use their political solution to free Nnamdi Kanu. And I ask, how comes IPOB is now working with their so-called highly respected elders who has never supported us for the first time? All these highly respected elders are politicians. Check their background. It's either they are retired politicians or they are still politicking up to today. So now, since that very November up to today, nothing is done. Is that not the confirmation of what we have been shouting about? Is that not the confirmation? So anybody telling you stop sit at home, I have made the explanation so many times, the reason why they are fighting sit at home. That person is an enemy of Biafra land, and that person never wanted Nnamdi Kanu freed. They want to keep Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS dungeon until 2023 general election. That is it. That is the game. That's why you are seeing them now rearing their ugly head, bringing their useless, their tiny and the devilish hand, extending it to Asorok because they want to be president. A criminal like Oju Zokalo wants to be the president of a country. A criminal, a convict, an ex-convict. Even his case is not yet. You know, the sheet is not yet destroyed. It's still there because they release him to use him to get Nnamdi Kanu, which he has done. And if the fire keep on burning, and at the end of the day, Nnamdi Kanu is released, they will still take him back to the prison. Tell me in which country. Tell me in which country that an ex-convict he want to be the president. Which country is that? Which country is that? Ex-convict, somebody that they have convicted. It's now in his, what can I call it? Is it biography or what? How do I in his
profile?
It's now in his is now written on his image
on his profile.
On his profile. Thank you, my brother. You are an
profile.
Yes. So is he not a criminal that will be convicted? Before you are being convicted, that means you have been found guilty and you are a criminal. Oju Zokalo wants to be the president of Nigeria. Look at someone like B0MBSH that has killed thousands of Igbo youths, want to be the president of Nigeria. Look at Kedafia, the former banker, the banker in Anambra State here. What's the name? P0B, who under his watch massacred our people and dumped them in the river, wants to be the president.
P0B.
Under him, as the governor of Anambra State, our people were massacred and dumped in Oji River. He wants to be the president. The one that called himself Anim Pius wants also to be the president. Can you imagine that? Look at the criminals who want to rule. And I have an intel that Rotimi Amechi also wants to be the president.
I saw it.
And his brother Wike wants to be the vice to Tambuwal. Imagine Wike, who killed 3,844 Igbo youths, massacred in and Wike want to be the vice president under Nigeria. So sit at home must continue until Nnamdi Kanu is. And now it is not only Monday. It is Sunday and Monday for now. And we are going to add Friday. Look, let me say this. We, the masses, are suffering it. We are suffering it. But you can never get freedom on a platter of gold. This is something our people must know. And that's why we are here coming up every time to speak to our people, to encourage our people, to let our people know the history of freedom fighting. The history behind freedom fighting. You don't achieve freedom on a platter of gold. You don't. You fight for it, you get it, you suffer for it. So those of our people, which I'm very sure that everybody here in Biafra land is passing through this pain. And you don't need to murmur, you don't need to cry, you don't need to regret. You must remain steadfast until we get to the final destination, which is freedom. Because you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And let me warn, anybody who is taking this very directive as a child's play, anybody disobeying this directive, or you are claiming that your so-called DOS has cancelled sit at home. They cancel sit at home for their own kind of IPOB, not for IPOB led by Nnamdi Kanu, the one I belong to. Anybody flouting this very order or taking this directive for a joke, whatever you see, you are going to take it. We have shifted from agitation for Biafra to liberation for Biafra. We have shifted from agitation to liberation. And in case you don't know the meaning of liberation struggle, you go and ask your dictionary. Liberation struggle. Ask your dictionary the meaning. That is where we are right now. It is not by begging again. As long as the collective decision of Biafran people, 95% want the action to be taken, then the remaining 5 will have no any other option than to join. So once 95% of Biafran people decide to sit at home, your own personal opinion does not matter again. It holds no water. It doesn't matter. Nobody wants to know about your personal opinion because we are following the opinion of 95% of Biafran people. Thank you, my sister and my brother. God bless you for now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. I'm still asking you a question before I go to Duke Survivor. On this sit at home, I read in a comment there was a video about sit at home I posted, and I'm trying to ask you the question. I'm asking this question now like a layman in Biafra land. So the man was saying that we are here giving orders that do we know what they are passing through, that there is no provision for them, that they are the ones suffering it. So let me put the question like this: in the issue of sit at home Sunday, Monday, is there any provision for a poor man outside there? Remember, I was before I left Nigeria, I was there. I know how everything works. There are some people that if they don't go out to, remember this is a question, there are some people that they cannot eat without going out to sell pure water or to hustle, like they call it, to eat. Now the person was like asking me in that video, if these people do not go out, how are they going to feed? Do we give them anything to sustain themselves? So I want you to answer this question because I believe that these people will still come back and watch this video.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. And I'm going to answer that very question as simple as maybe you never imagined. I want to return a question to the person who is asking that question, the pure water seller, the keke Maruwa rider, the Okada rider, those who walk from hand to mouth. I want to ask them a simple question. During COVID-19, when the government sanctioned 3 months lockdown of entire Nigeria, which is 90 days. Now, they shared the palliative all across the zones of the zoo called Nigeria. The northern governors shared their own palliative to their citizens. Then our own people here in Biafra land, this place, nothing was given to them. Our so-called governors packed the palliative in a very large warehouse. Each and every state packed their own in their warehouses. All the governors packed their palliatives in their own personal warehouses, planning to rename, to use their own name to repackage those palliatives after COVID-19 so that they can sell it, or they will use it for campaigns. My question to that pure water seller is, what was he eating during that 3 months lockdown that the governors in the southeast refused to give them palliative that was given to them by the international community? What was that pure water seller eating then? That only on Monday Remember, Sunday they don't go to work. That only on Monday, hungry will kill him on Monday. If hungry did not kill him for 90 days, and now hungry wants to kill him only for Monday, I want all of them dead. If that person cannot sacrifice, only but one day, Monday, for our leader, who is fighting for him to have a better future, to stop selling that pure water, if that day will be the day hungry will kill him, let hungry kill him, and I will not pity for him. If they agreed for 90 days lockdown, they didn't die, and hungry wants to kill him only but one day in a week, then I cannot help him. I cannot help him. And if he dies, I will not come for his burial. That is very simple. Because in South Africa, people boycotted the government of apartheid and everything that they brought, including their free money. People boycotted where they were mining gold for the government. They boycotted them. So what is this that hungry will kill them only but one Monday? They let that person die, and the people who hungry cannot kill will continue to march. So I have no provision for anybody who will die for only one Monday for not going to sell pure water. I have no provision for him or her. Thank you, my sister. God bless you.
You're welcome. Well said.
Okay, thank you so much. And my brother Chooks, I don't know, do you have anything to add? Do you have anything to add to what our brother Biafra Unite said?
What I have to add in that very issue, when it comes to the people who are crying for this, you see, sometimes the people who are asking those questions are mischievous. They are not the people on the ground. At least I had a video. If that, just direct the person to the video of BBC on the last seat at home. I cut out the interview and I posted it on my own channel. I posted it even on my Facebook. The video of interview that were people who were interviewed, people who are on the ground in their shop. Their shops are locked. They were interviewed. And all of them are saying that they are standing with the sit at home and they are willing to sit at home as many times as possible. That it doesn't matter. They are doing it willingly. Just this last sit at home, people were interviewed on the ground. Even the previous one, I have seen so many interviews where people have been interviewed, even by their own conventional media. You know, their media lies so much. But in their conventional media, people were bold enough to come and say that they want to sit at home. The people who are coming on social media to attack people who are preaching against it, they are just being mischievous. They are being mischievous. These are the people who are working for the Janjaweed and the evil people. These are people who are trying everything possible to see that Mazi Nnamdi is not being released. But the genuine people, including these poor people who they claim to be fighting for, they know what Mazi Nnamdi is fighting for. They know that their voice is only Mazi Nnamdi that speak the language that they understand. They know very well. And they know that one day is nothing. That one day will not kill them. Every single serious believer in Biafra land, what I will tell you is that any single person that is a Biafra land, anything you are doing for the actualization of Biafra, if you sincerely believe in Biafra and you take Biafra as your religion, anything you are doing for Biafra, you will never lack. If you miss one day, the next day you're going to business, you will get anything you didn't sell, you will get it double fold. Hunger will never kill you. As long as you are genuinely fighting for Biafra, you can never lack and you will never die in hunger. This is the obvious truth. Unless that person is not genuinely fighting for Biafra, if you're genuinely fighting for Biafra, fighting genuinely with your heart, you will never die of hunger. Any day you miss business, go the next day, you will sell double. If you miss Tuesday, go the next day, you will sell double. You will have more than enough to eat. Biafrans are people who support themselves. People who are complaining of a sit at home, During the Civil War, how did we survive? How did we survive? I have one of the videos where it was said, where it was narrated how we survived. We survived by helping each other and surviving each other out of nothing. Even when we didn't have food, we were still standing. Even when we didn't have food at the face of war, we are still standing because Biafra is the last resort. That same thing is what we are facing today. Some of us are still waiting when we hear that the war has been declared. But the war is on already. The war is on. Economic war on all faces. And the only thing that we have to do now is to fight with everything that we have to stand against these people. If you are sitting at home, sit at home more. If you are sitting only on Monday before, include Sunday, include any other day that you can. If you are praying before, add fasting to your prayer. If you're broadcasting now, broadcast more days, add more days to your broadcasting. If you are fighting, fight more. Anything you are doing to make sure that our student Nnamdi Kanu is released, continue to do it and increase the effort. If anybody is telling you to reduce the gear, that person is an evil person, is a deceiver. Any person that is telling you to rest small, withdraw small, don't increase it, that person is a deceiver. What Biafrans are supposed to do today is to intensify everything we are doing. Anything we are doing to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is freed. Because automatically the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu will translate to the freedom of every single Biafran. Every single indigenous tribe in the country of Nigeria in extension. That is why every hand has to be on deck. When we are asking for the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, some of our neighbors and friends think it's just about Nnamdi Kanu. It is not just about Nnamdi Kanu. The freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, the freedom of Biafra that we are crying for on daily basis, when it comes, it is going to affect every indigenous tribe that are looking for freedom. Their freedom will come. The Oduduwa people, the Middle Belters, even the Northerners, they will begin to think home how to protect themselves from the terrorists that they have handed themselves over to. It is not just about Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is asking for self-determination, requesting for referendum. And when that referendum comes and Biafra succeeds, so many people are going to have their freedom. And you don't get freedom in a platter of gold. You don't get freedom sleeping. You don't get, it is not cheap. There is no shortcut. No shortcut to get freedom without you paying a price. No shortcut. Let me tell you, the obvious truth is that some people will die and some people will be alive. Some people will survive. Some people will not survive. Some people will lose their properties. Some people will lose part of their body. Some people will lose their wealth. This is the price people have to pay for freedom. And you don't know what. Some people won't even lose anything. This is how it happens. This is the nature. This is how it happens. And if you are trying to protect and say, hey, we don't want this to happen, and you are looking for freedom, it is better you go and join the Janjaweed. It is better you go and join them. Because the people we are fighting against, Nnamdi Kanu, brought our attention to people who are fighting against. The people we are fighting against are not human beings. They are not human beings. They are monsters. Let me tell you, they have all the powers. They have all the money. They have everything you can think of. Everything you can think of. Every weapon, including the media. They have it. But thank God that today, their conventional media doesn't have power like the social media. Even the international media don't have power like the social media. And Nnamdi Kanu started from that very angle and grew many of us who were listening to him. Today, when you talk of media, they can't hold us down. They can't hold us down. But what are we going to do? Do we go and sleep and say we will not do that? We will continue to do anything we are doing, we increase it. That is what we're supposed to do. If you know the way we were doing when we started that very sit at home, even when it was cancelled, sit at home was cancelled, Biafrans on their own took it up. They took it up upon themselves. The spirit of autopilot possessed everybody, including some people who are denying about the autopilot. That spirit possessed everybody. And people continue to sit at home. Did you see what happened in Nigeria? The spirit possessed everybody. Did you see what happened in Nigeria? It possessed even Nigeria media. Autopilot spirit possessed Nigeria media. It possessed the governors. That was why Nigeria media were reporting sit at home without being paid, without being called upon, without being cajoled. They were reporting sit at home. The civil disobedient, they were reporting it. Even international media, we are reporting the problems sit at home. That is how the civil disobedient work. That is the magic civil disobedient can perform. When you begin to do what you're supposed to do, let me tell you, the world attention will be there. If anybody is telling you that you are doing it in the southeast, for that it doesn't concern the Janjaweed, that person is a deceiver. that person is working for the Janjaweed, because anything you do in Biafra land is having effect in the Janjaweed. That is why when we are sitting at home, you can't see them talk without mentioning it at home. Even in Asorok, they discuss it at home. Why are they discussing if it doesn't concern them? Once we are doing it, the whole governors will not have, they don't have peace of mind. A governor will not make a speech without mentioning it at home. What does that tell you? A senator will not talk about, go to the house and talk without mentioning it at home. All of them, their seat will be hot. They can't have a rest. Abuja will be calling them on daily basis, asking them about the situation, asking them to do something. The world will be calling Abuja, what is happening in the southeast part of Nigeria? This is the power of massive civil disobedience. This is the power of the people. And that is what we have that they don't have. Biafra land belongs to Biafra people. And it is only Biafran people that will change it. It is Biafran people that will change it. We will take our freedom. Nobody will give it to us. It is the Biafran people that will release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Biafran people, we are the people that will release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Let me tell you, the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu doesn't depend fully on the lawyers. It doesn't depend on the Janjaweed and their court. It depends on the people. And if you think it's a lie, the Attorney General of the Federation has said it. And Espotoros, he said it, that when they check the mass action, when they check the response of the masses, that is when they will begin to consider either they will talk about this civil disobedience, will talk about this what do they call it, political solution or not. The imposter in Asorok said the same thing, that they will consider the political solution when they begin to weigh and check and balance the reaction of the people. The Northern Forum came and said the same thing. Then what are you waiting? Do you think it is the reaction of the Northern people they're waiting for? They are not looking at the reaction of the Northern people. The reaction they are looking at is the reaction of the Biafran people, how they are going to react. When we begin to react the way we're supposed to react, it is these people that we call us for discussion. You see the way they send private jets to come and pick our brothers in the coastal region when they were fighting for their own, for a problem in that area. When they were fighting, you see the way a private jet was sent to come and presidential jet was sent to come and pick them. That is the way they will send a presidential jet to come and call us for political solution. Not we taking our money to charter a flight to go and meet them in Abuja. That is not how it works. We will continue to do what we are doing, intensify in everything we are doing. Then, whatever we do in Biafra land, we give birth to the real solution that we are looking for. It is what we are doing that will trigger it. But this one they are preaching now, it is a mere deception. And Biafrans, I pray that you are not deceived. Everybody has to wake up. Let every hand be on deck. Every hand to be on deck. Intensify everything double anything you are doing. If you're sitting at home on Sunday and on Monday, and as my brother have said that Friday will be added, if any day is being added, join in it. It is not going to kill you. It will only make you live. It is a matter of life and death. It is not a joking matter. If you think it's a joking matter and you're ready, you give away. If you think it's a joking matter and you're ready, just give way. There are people who are willing and ready to fight for their freedom. Give way for them. Don't talk down on them. Don't begin to fight against them. Thank you, my sister. That's all I have to say for now.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Before I continue, I need to read people interaction. And before I continue, I need to give my brother Biafra Unite and Chuk Survivor credit. Honestly speaking, to sit down, Biafra Unite do live stream every day. My brother Chuk Survivor do live stream every day. To sit down in a place for 2 hours to talk, they're easy. It's not easy. If you are watching, you won't feel the pain until you start speaking. If you see me, I've been coughing since I have cold, but I need to manage it because I have already fixed this program. And I want to answer somebody's question. Somebody said, Linda, why do you always use verified pictures in your videos background as if Nigeria is on fire? My brother, which type of fire do you want to see again before you know that Nigeria is on fire? You that is asking me, is what is happening in Nigeria, do you like it? Is Nigeria not on fire? Now, wow. And somebody say, why do you always use Oyibo picture? I use their picture because they are the one that landed us in this mess we are right now. I use Britain, I use their prime minister picture. Anybody that landed Biafra, that made us to be suffering, I use their picture. That is the reason why I use those pictures. Those pictures showcase, if a foreigner is watching it, it showcase the condition of Nigeria. Okay, you want me to be using a beautified picture so that people will think that everything is well in Nigeria? You guys like suffering and smiling, and some people prefer to be the way they are instead of Biafra coming in. Anybody that is fighting against Biafra is benefiting from Nigeria. Those people that is living very well in Nigeria never wish well for Biafra. So my brother, Biafra Unite, I don't know, do you have much time? I let it not be that I want to waste your time. Please, if you have time, you tell me so that I will continue. I don't want to abuse this opportunity that you gave to me. And do you still have time? Should I continue asking you questions?
Yeah, you can continue for the next 15 minutes, and then please you make sure it doesn't exceed 20, please.
Okay.
Because before I came, I have already put down things that I want to do with the times. Thank you, my sister.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Sorry. Okay. Okay. The last question before I continue with Chooks is this division. These people's interaction. They said this division among us. Do we not think that is destroying this struggle? What do you have to say within these minutes that you have?
Is the question for me?
Yeah, for you.
Okay, please come again, please. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Come again, Linda.
I said these are what people are saying. They said that this division among us, when I mean among us, you understand.
Yeah.
Do we not think that is destroying this struggle?
The thing which is there is this: the division in the house. God knows everything, and God knows that this thing will happen. That is the reason why God raised people like us to stand firm and defend Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra land. Because people are not aware that the people who planned the betrayal of Nnamdi Kanu are not 2 or 3 people or persons. That it took no less than 100 people to organize the kidnap and rendition of our leader Nnamdi Kanu. And these people are highly placed, both in IPOB and outside the struggle. So if you are a truthful follower of Nnamdi Kanu, and you are the people that stand against those who say, see no evil and say no evil, then you must rise up and defend Nnamdi Kanu, irrespective of what it takes. No matter what it takes, no matter whether the house is divided or not. Because truth will always stand the test of time. At the end, everything will be made open. Whatever that is hidden will be in the open. So, talking about the division in the house, who divided the house? That is the first question before the division came. Who divided the house? Chike doesn't divide the house because of their quest for treasure. Chike Doziem himself single-handedly divided the house of IPOB. And today he has his own IPOB, which these are That is what I'm going to do. I want to show the world Chike Doziem's IPOB with video evidences. The IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu denied. The Chike Doziem's IPOB, the proscribed IPOB led by Chike Doziem, not the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chike Doziem divided the house. Do you still need more evidences? Chike Doziem has done more than harm to the struggle of restoration of Biafra. Not just saying it. Let me give you instances, because when you say somebody is a criminal, you need to say or show what that person what is that person stealing. Now, last year, after the rendition of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Chike Doziem was interviewed by Umada Biafra, those who were fronting themselves on the media. They interviewed Chike Doziem. Chike Doziem said,
"Yes, I watched the program. I watched the program.
Good. There is this significant word that he said. And remember, when this interview was on, with people everywhere, people were asking very serious questions. How did our leader get into this mess? How did our leader get into the hands of zoo government? How comes? How comes that we didn't even know? Because remember that Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor has already said it in the public that our leader was actually kidnapped, taken to an unknown destination, and chained to the floor for 8 good days. It's already in the public. Now we began to ask, how comes these whole things were happening and we, the Biafran people, the IPOB family, none of us know about it? What about the leadership? What about those working very, very closely with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How comes they didn't know about this? Does it mean that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing things that nobody's aware of it? He makes movement, nobody's aware. Is he the one who went to buy the ticket by himself? Until when, after the visit of Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor to our leader in the DSS custody, he came out and made a press release and then told us what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and how they kidnapped him at the airport and took him to an unknown destination. They wanted to kill him, according to Barrister. He said the initial plan was to kill him. Now, Chike Doziem was interviewed by Omada platform. They asked him, were you aware of what happened to our leader? Chike Doziem said that he just knew it on the same 27th of June when the zoo government made the announcement. So he knew it the same way I knew it, the same day I knew it, the same day everybody knew it. But there is something significant he said. He said that when he saw that interview, when he was at work, when he went home, he picked up his phone and called the Mami Weta in America. He called the Mami Weta. After calling Mami Weta told him that she knew about it on the 21st. Our leader was kidnapped on the 19th. Mami Weta told Chike Doziem that she knew on the 21st that she got a call from Kenya. Now, Chike Doziem asked her, why didn't you tell the leadership of IPOB? She said that people are fighting her, that she's not aware if China Sanworu is among the people who are fighting her in the leadership. That's why she couldn't call the DOS. But what she did was to call Kanu Takano. She called Kanu Takano and asked Kanu, are you aware of what is happening to our leader? Kanu Takano told her to do what? To remain silent. That everything is in control. So Kanu Kanu, who is a brother that sold his own brother, knew about the kidnap of our leader. Stayed for 8 good days. He did not find it necessary to raise alarm or even to tell the leadership, according to Chike Doziem. Now, after laying these allegations live on air, what next did we see? Within few days, the same Chike Doziem that fought Kanu Kanu for sit at home organized a joint broadcast on Radio Biafra. Kanu Kanu came live on Radio Biafra and started telling Biafran people about command and control. Chike Doziem introduced Kanu Kanu. Kanu Kanu came and told us he's in charge of our legal team. A man that knew about the kidnap of our leader, irrespective of their affiliation, irrespective of their relationship as siblings. Now, at the end of all these things, we didn't hear anything again. We were expecting to hear, okay, this is what happened, this, that. They concealed the whole information. They couldn't make inquiry. They couldn't investigate which number is that number that called Mommy Weta in America. That number that called Mommy Weta and told her what is going on. Who is that person? We want to know who is that person. We want to know the IPOB top leaders in the said country that our leader was kidnapped. We want to know who hosted the meeting. We want to know who is this high-profile individual that our leader alone went to pick from airport, even if it's Donald Trump. How can our leader alone drove himself from his apartment to airport to go and pick? Who is that bagger? Who is that high-profile idiot that will make our leader to drive himself alone to airport to go and pick? Who is that person? Chike Doziem is the head of directorate. He is not the one. So who is that? Is it Boris Johnson? We want to know who is that person. We want to know those that helped our leader to rent the apartment where he was. We want to know those, and Chike Doziem has this information. He has all this information. By the time we know those that organized the meeting that our leader went to attend, then we began to know where the problem of our leader began. It's very simple. So how comes Chike Doziem concealed all this information and you still want to tell me command and control without telling me what happened to our leader? At the end now, he began to sack everybody. Once you ask question, he sack you. If you ask question, he sack you. He sacked Dr. Nelly. He sacked Ejiasi. He sacked all the Ndisio in IPOB. The people who are moving this struggle forward. Chike Doziem sacked all of them. He went to the extent of sacking Madam Oyibo. And after sacking her, he now created his own account, which is Biafra Freedom Limited, Biafra Freedom Limited Company Limited Liability Company. A company. How comes IPOB becomes a company? So Chike Doziem came on Radio Biafra early on, very, very early, when our leader told him to announce the Umueri account as the official account of our Eastern Security Network, and told Nnenneanya to transfer the money that is on her possession for ESN to Umueri account. Chike Doziem did that, although he waited for some days before he could shamelessly came on Radio Biafra to make that announcement. And the Spirit of God was pushing him to open his nyash, to open his buttocks. He announced it. After announcing it on Radio Biafra, then what next? Nnenneanya refused to transfer the money. Nnenneanya refused to transfer the money. And some people said that she said over her dead body she will not transfer it. So I don't care about what she said, but she refused to transfer the money. And Chike Doziem knew that she refused to transfer the money. When she was asked with Biomada, he said he knew that she has not transferred the money. But he cannot suspend her for rejecting or refusing or flouting the order of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is command and control. So when it comes to the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's order that started IPOB, it is command and control becomes useless. But if it comes to Chike Doziem's order, who is a nobody, who just joined IPOB just like normal, like me, and his own command and control becomes very, very strong and effective as a military man. Now, having said that, Nnamdi who flouted the order of our leader and destroyed command and control. Nnamdi destroyed command and control. Is still working hand in hand today with Chike Doziem. What does that show you? Betrayal. Now, they now open their own account. Have you asked yourself, how comes all through these years our leader has been there doing things and no new account was opened for in the personal, for company account, limited liability? How comes after the kidnap or after the capture of our leader, these people quickly, hastily opened a new account for themselves? What does that show you? Betrayal. Now, having said that, there is one parrot. There is one parrot. I don't mention his name because he is now irrelevant. There is one parrot that was singing the name of Nnamdi on Facebook. He was, using a Radio Biafra Facebook page to sing. He used to sing the atrocities of Nnamdi. All of a sudden, Chike Doziem colluded. Okay, let me not say Chike. DOS colluded with their cohorts and suspended the parrot without telling Biafrans that this parrot is saying is true too. They suspended the idiot. And I personally fought for that person through our own platform. I stood against that suspension. I asked, how could you suspend somebody who is speaking the truth without tackling that very truth that person is speaking? Because the parrot is such a lazy idiot that cannot work for himself. They threatened him. They told him, if you want to continue getting your salary, you must do what we want. The person who is in charge of IPOB media all over the world, his name is Ofoma. He lives in Australia. He is a member of DOS. He is a member of DOS, part and parcel of DOS structure. So they colluded together to suspend the parrot. Then Hunger wired the idiot, wired him, because he's such a lazy idiot that can't work for himself. Then he has to dance to the tune of the criminals in the DOS. Are you getting it? He was restored. After they restored him, he began now to dance like Okoko, dancing the tune of criminals in the DOS. And today, whatever you see him write on Facebook, Simon Ekpa, whatever you see the idiot write on Facebook, autopilot, this is the game. This is the game. Have you asked the parrot, how comes you changed overnight? You are no longer talking about the impunity of Nnamdi, who is a member of DOS. How comes has Nnamdi transferred the money? That is the simple question. These people are not ashamed. They see the whole thing. They see their impunities in the public, yet they continue fooling themselves. That's why people have left them. That's why they are completely irrelevant today. Both on media, both in real life, they are completely irrelevant. People have left them. I will do exposition that will destroy that will not just destroy, that will open their buttocks in next few minutes or hours once I'm done with this interview. Have you or have people asked that parrot, how comes after they installed you to come and broadcast on Radio Biafra Facebook page and continue getting your salary, because we know you are not working? How comes you changed? Because we see that you are standing on the truth. Has Nneneyanya transferred the money? That is the only question. The only question that will change the narrative and return the normalcy. Has Nneneyanya transferred that money? Of course, the answer is no. Then, if the answer is no, how comes you changed? So you have compromised. Because once you stop saying the truth, you have compromised. That is how it is. Now, when that parrot was singing the name of Nneneyanya, which was the truth, Chike Doziem did not call him to order. Chike Doziem did not tell him stop. Chike Doziem did not tell him Nneneyanya, pay this money so that this boy will stop calling your name every day. Chike Doziem kept mute. The next thing they did was to collide with a former who is the one managing IPOB media to suspend him. Are you getting it now? So Chike Doziem himself, I'm not even talking about China Sanworu, the backing dog. Chike Doziem himself is the one that destroyed what Nnamdi Kanu built. The evidence is in the public domain. Now, after that, you have heard it recently that the same Ken Ntakano that he accused has come again recently and said that Chike Doziem himself and Ken and China Sanworu, the backing dog, know what happened to Nnamdi Kanu in the public on a live interview. Ken Nta said Chike Doziem has something to tell Biafran people over what happened to his brother Nnamdi Kanu. Have you heard anything from Chike Doziem again? The answer is no. He's busy writing memo of the names of people that they are sacking. He's busy every time he dish out memo. Even he made a mistake. The day Nnamdi Kanu was going to court, he even wrote the letter of 2020 in the year 2022. That is to show you how confused they are. They lost everything. Now, are you talking about China Sanworu, the backing dog, who mentioned the names of our gallant men on Radio Biafra and still come back to jubilate that now they have killed them? Which impunity will you talk and leave another? All of them, they colluded together to destroy IPOB. So we cannot help them than to expose their atrocities. The day I will stop exposing them is the day that I compromise. That is how it is. And anybody thinking that I will stop anytime soon, you are joking. Until Nnamdi Kanu comes out, I'm not going to stop. China Sanworu exposed not just the names, but the location, the family locations and the villages of our gallant men who refused to take order from him. He exposed them on Radio Biafra, and today he's rejoicing now that they have killed them. We have the chat. China Sanworu is now rejoicing that Ojo is killed. And every time he will just write something on Facebook to know if people will still comment on his on his favor. He will just drop one thing, bam, on Facebook. He will just sit back and watch people's comments to see if he still have supporters. That is what he's doing. But their evil has already caught up with them. Sorry, I'm taking a lot of time, but I think I'm already using this both my closing remark as well. So now You won't even talk about Chinasamodu because he's the one that they used.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, he's the one that they used to try to infiltrate and destroy Eastern Security Network. They used Chike Dozem to infiltrate and destroy IPOB. All of them have their department. They use Nnenyanya to infiltrate and destroy IPOB Finance. They use Ken Takano to infiltrate and destroy IPOB Lego team. And they use Oforma to hijack IPOB media. They divided everything, division in labor. So they are the one who brought the division, and the devil that they serve is now punishing them. That's why everybody have left them. People have left them. They are now asking, why are you not contributing? I have the audio. I'm going to use it shortly. So we are, our hands are, I do not occupy any position in IPOB. I don't. I am not a principal officer. I am ordinary floor member, but my duty is on me. So it's now for people to open their eyes and see that, look, if you are following these thieves, they will lead you to ocean and you are going to drown together with them. Those few people who are still listening to them, they are going to drown with them as soon as possible. People are asking, do you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out today, he will sack the people that he has been working with, he has worked together for many years? I asked them, who sacked Omiomio as the head of Directorate of State? Omiomio, who was the HOD when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in prison, in Kuje prison, year 2016, 15, 16, 17. Is you know when Mazi Nnamdi, who sacked Omiomio? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out and continue his journey, did he work with Omiomio again? He didn't work with Omiomio. And that is when this criminal, Chike Doziem, came on fold. So we are not bringing division. They are the one that divided the house. But I want to assure you, my sister and my brother, that we must continue moving. And at the end of the day, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he will destroy the zoo with the truth. And that very truth is destroying the zoo today. And these criminals, these idiots who have gathered themselves as the leadership to destroy the house, we will still use the truth to destroy them. And it's happening right now. That's why they are now irrelevant. I want to use this video to tell them that school has opened in Biafra land. But that is another topic which I want to use on my own personal program. Thank you, my dear. I'm so happy for being here with you. I'm going to leave right now. I'm so happy once again. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother Biafra Unite. We hope to see you again very soon.
Sure.
Thank you so much, my brother. I will join you as soon as I finish this program. I appreciate it's not easy to bring out your time. We have spent 2 hours here. Thank you so much. We will join you soon.
Thank you. God bless you.
Bless you too.
May God bless you. May God bless you. So we have Onochie. Onochie, you came late today. Onochie, you came late today. The program we are about to round off. We have been here for an hour. Maybe next week Saturday, Onochie, you will come in. I announced that I'm not going to be taking another call because I have a special guest today. We have already spent 2 hours here. So next week, Onochie, I am seeing you and many others that are calling. Maybe you people came late. You didn't see that I said I'm not going to be receiving call. But next week, we will do it the normal way we do it. Today, I just interviewed a great lion, 2 great warriors. Maybe if you are just joining, you are going to rewatch it again. My brother Chuk Survivor, do you have anything to say before I will close the program? We have already spent 2 hours.
I don't have anything much to say because our brother Biafra Unite have said it all. He has nailed it, and there's no much to say. Just like what we have been saying from day one. You see, any Biafran that tells me that he or she is confused is deceiving him or herself. There is nothing to be confused about. You see, that is the reason why I don't like talking about some issues. I don't like going about some things, begin to push back on things that have happened. I believe everybody has their own responsibility, and I love people who have time to be able to point out things that have gone wrong and be able to bring out information. It is good. If you can do that, you do that, because we will not all focus on that. That is why sometimes I ignore certain issues. I don't talk about them. I ignore certain people. I don't talk about them. I don't mention their names. Because I know that which is true, that I expect every Biafran to know the truth. It's only the truth that can set us free. The truth is very clear. It's very, very open and clear. If anybody is telling you this, call you autopilot, call you auto, this, the truth remains the truth. You can never change the truth. You can't change the truth, remains what it is. It is what it is. That's like people used to say. It doesn't matter how they throw it. It doesn't matter how you try to make it, paint it. The truth remains the truth. And when you come to the issue or way forward on things to do, or maybe division, for me personally, I do not see what is going on as a division. I see it from the positive side. In as much as when you look at it literally, people call it a division, but I personally look at it in the positive form. Because for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out and begin to cry for 100 men, every Biafran need to be ashamed of him or herself. We need to be ashamed. Mainly those who claim to be close to him. Those who claim, let me tell you, IPOB alone, if you talk about people who are officials in IPOB officiating on different angles, holding different posts, all over the world, they are more than 1,000. They are more than 1,000. And out of all these officials holding different posts on different angles, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out and be crying for 100 men. We need to be ashamed of ourselves. We need to be ashamed of ourselves. You see? And because of this, that is why I am seeing everything that is happening now with a positive eye. Looking at it as something that have been permitted by Chukwu Abiyama to filter out those 100 men that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking for. They are being filtered out. So, as the filtering out is going on, you use your brain, use your eyes, use your own IQ, use your common sense to know where you belong, to follow the truth. That it is. You don't need to be forced. You don't need to be pushed. And don't tell me you are following this person, or you don't need to follow anybody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, follow the truth. It doesn't matter where it leads you to. Follow the truth. When you are following the truth, you are following Chukwu Abiyama, and it will lead us to victory. So, stand for the truth. Don't stand with anybody. Stand for the truth. Speak the truth. It doesn't matter who is concerned. It doesn't matter where the attack is coming from. Stand with the truth. And if you are a Biafran and you are telling me you don't know where to follow, you don't know whom to follow, you should be ashamed of yourself. Yes, you should be ashamed of yourself. Listen to people. Listen to people. Before you condemn anybody, listen to what they have to say. All those people they are promoting propaganda against, preaching against, talking against them, go and hear with your own ear what they are saying. Are they saying the right word? Hear. When you hear, apply your own common sense and make a judgment. Then the truth will be staring at you. The truth is very close to every one of us. It is not hidden. I say, may Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect everybody that have joined this program from the beginning up to this minute. May Chukwu Abiyama secure us, every one of us. May Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect every hand that have shared this video. Every hand that have shared this video, may Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect you. Mainly our Biafran brothers and the Biafran land, Chukwu Abiyama will protect every one of us. We will not lose our life. Every one of us watching this video, we will see the end of 2022. 2022 will not see our end. And victory is sure. They will kill us. We will kill them. But Biafra is here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. For those that are asking, the platform of our brother is Chuk Survivor. Chuk Survivor, can you please write the name of your platform here so that they will see it before I end this program? He always do live stream also. He do nice program. And the first person that spoke with us is our brother Biafra Unite. I believe he's popular. I want to appreciate Joe Onochie of Foley. Thank you so much. Every Saturday when I'm in this program, you always give me something to drink, water. May God Almighty bless you. Anywhere you are bringing out this money, may God replace it. So, Chook Survivor, this is the name of his platform on YouTube. In Facebook, is King David Exploit. So if you want to be enjoying most of his program, every evening he also do a stream which I share his program. I am sorry that nowadays YouTube, I don't understand the system they operate. Some people are still writing me that they are not seeing my videos. I don't know what is going on. I don't know whether this thing from Nigeria have. Yes, this is Juke Survivors Facebook page. He always do. I think as soon as he's leaving this place now, he's doing program on Facebook. Please join him. And if you are just joining, share this program, subscribe. You to put on your notification bell so that you'll be getting informed anytime I upload a new video. I pray that may God Almighty bless and protect each and every one of us. Thank you so much, my brother. Until next week, Saturday, we will meet again. We do this program every Saturday. My brother Onoche, I'm sorry you came late. Next week, I promise you, you will be the first person that I'm going to bring in. You came late today. I had a special guest. That is why I didn't take call. There is a lot of people that called him, but I couldn't because I wanted to concentrate on them. So thank you so much, everyone. Like I said before, those calling me autopilot, I am not following anybody. I am following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am following those anyone who is doing the right thing. I am not attacking or insulting anybody, and I will never insult anybody. I respect anybody. One thing I know is that any way you are fighting to bring Biafra, just do it your way. Leave others until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. He will tell us his story. For now, no need of attacking, insulting, accusing anybody. This is what I always do and say in my program. The person that wrote that mess in my post, please, I beg you, do not repeat it again to avoid my insult. I am not good in insulting people, but when I do, you will regret it. So thank you. We are going to stop here till next week. May God Almighty bless each and every one of us. Python that's Python that's Python that's Python that's egwu atọgbu m Nnamdi bụ onye ndu akpọ o meriwo n'ime izu Abakari ma Buhari tinye Buhari Nnamdi win the war Python dance 1 Python dance 2 na Python dance 3 Una pụghị imeri Nnamdi Python dance 1 Python dance 2 egwu a na-atọ m ana m achọ nwoke a onye m onye nwoke ahụ ya nye m nọmba ya ka ọ kọmpozu ọzọ Abakari mama n'ụra una pụghị imeri Nnamdi Python dance 1 Python dance 2 na Python dance 3 una pụghị imeri Nnamdi Python dance 1 Python dance 2 na Python dance 3 una pụghị imeri Nnamdi Nnamdi bụ onye ndu akpọ o meriwo n'ime izu Abakari anọchie na-agba egwu Python dance 1 Python dance 2 na Python dance 3 una pụghị imeri Nnamdi Python dance 1 Python dance 2 na Python dance 3 Thank you so much everyone. Biko onye m onye nwoke ahụ ya nye m nọmba ya mmenye ya ego ka ọ kompozoro m egwu a na-atọ m ọnọchi afọ ka ị na ebe a na-agba egwu ị ga-akwụ m ụgwọ egwu anyị na-eme enjoy. Thank you so much ndị be ka ọ dịba na till next week Saturday 2 p.m. Invite your friends, families and colleagues. Share this program to any platform that you belong so that people will get the information. Bye bye till next week.